Wade in the water. Wade in the water. Ivy. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum ba-dum. Boom. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the crew here. What up, crew? We got Big Lou. We got RD. What's going on? What's going on? Happy HGRAF Thursday to you. Ah, you some bitch. Woo! 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 Bro, they're faster than you, baby. The team is in it to win it. Happy Thursday. Check my account. Oh my goodness, if you could see it. If only. But yeah, I know we've been like chopping and stepping down all day, so obviously those earlier calls are down. But yeah, I know Mustang just mentioned he jumped in 0 DTEs. It does look like the whole thing is wedging now, and we're approaching 2 p.m. So late day rally. I think we could see maybe like here 68 maybe, which could be about 15 to 20 more point run on the S&P. So I do think that's all in play. Also, silver and gold. Silver and gold, almost the same thing. We had this tightening. Now we have this pop up. We're back above the moving average. So that's why I mentioned, in my opinion, see, look at gold here as well. Gold almost seems to be in a much, much tighter wedge. And now we're popping. We have a big green candle here as we bounced up and got above the moving average. Almost looks like it's flagging here in the minute candles. So in my opinion, I think gold, silver, the markets across the board. What's up, Killian? There's fast money to be made. There we go. SMCI again, having a great day right out of the gate. It was like, bro, it was like here or something. I bought a mad cheap call. And then here it was up like 55% already. So, SMCI, obviously, when it moves, it really moves. And it works out really well, especially for the options. So, obviously, we have our ETFs as well. SMCX, SMCY. We got markets slowly stepping up here. You can see the retracement back up to the fibs here. Looking for the late day rally. Now remember, if the quote-unquote vibe of everything is shifting, right? Meaning, as we've been seeing, like these tech companies are beating earnings, but they're dropping after earnings. even the institutions are saying, oh, AI might have gotten away from us, we might start, rotating funds out of AI into some other sectors. This is why I think we're seeing big drops in those old quote unquote like meme stocks. Right now they're coming back down to earth. Something like Hims comes to mind. Again, I know it got a couple of headlines, but if you really think about it, if you look at where it was when we first found it, how much people were pumping it on Reddit, how much it climbed, got to an overvalued level, and now we're in the environment where something like that, it almost doesn't even matter, what the earnings are or what the guidance is. It almost really doesn't matter, right? We have to bring it all the way back down to 12, 13, 14, where it started, right? Now we bring it back down to earth. Now it's back in play. And again, I take blame for it because someone mentioned it. I looked at it and then I personally confirmed it. But of course, hindsight's 2020. But it goes back to that other point I made, I believe it was last week, when I was saying that people are now bringing up stocks that worked out for us in the past. Excuse me, in the past. And now they're looking to re-enter, expecting the same trade, the same reaction as when we first called it. You know what I'm saying? And listen, that could happen. It could happen. All I'm saying is we have to be careful, right? You have to be careful. You can't just bring up any stock and be like, oh, we talked about it at 3, it went to 9, now it's, at 3.5. It's going back to 9. It's like, well, it doesn't always work like that. LAC hanging out. PM been holding real steady. Obviously, the dollar has slowly been inching up, so, of course, if the dollar is more valuable on paper than the companies like the Verizons, the Philip Morrises, as we said, the companies that pay dividends are going to hold their value more. And it's funny how we were talking about AMD puts yesterday, and now you can see, look, it's like the only name that's green. Hey, Gonti, what's up, brother? Yeah, my bad, Deli. You got GLD, SLV. Nice, nice. There you go. S&P, big green candle. I'm telling you, we're popping out. We're going to break the trend here. I was kind of expecting this, like, back here. But we're always early. Yep, silver starting to step. Dollar climbing back up a little bit. Gold still above moving average. Again, coming out of this, what looks like a really tight wedge here. So we should start to see like a stepping. They may even climb it back up, retest 5,000, hit that psych level, and then maybe like flatten it out a little bit. But as we know, the options move. Bang, bang. Right? If you jump in something, all of a sudden, boom. Holy crap, I'm up like 30%. You gotta secure profits when and where you can. It's a trader's market, as you see. It is a trader's market. It changes every 90 minutes, every 3 hours. We look like trash in the morning, then in the afternoon everything's great and the market rebounds. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the way they're playing it, that's the way you have to play it in regards to the options trading, right? If you're, buying Hershey and going to hold it for 3 years, then obviously that doesn't really apply to you. But with the options, again, the S&P could go higher. I know Lou mentioned, like, over here, oh, yeah, I bought the 0 DTEs. Like, it just popped 10 points. I'm sure that's up a big chunk percentage-wise. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, you got to secure it where you can. And if you want, you could reposition yourself. As we say, work smarter, not harder, right? Because now if they break this up here at resistance and decide they want to make lower lows, right? You're watching whatever, a 40% gain, and now it's back, and now it's break even, and now it's red, and oh my god, what am I going to do? Alright. That's all I have to say. Don't call it a comeback. Oh, someone's alarm. Whew, look at that sumbitch. 420. 420. Spark him if you got him. Ah, Mr. Schwartz. He's a mensch, this guy. My man. Been a while, Crocodile. It's my boy right there. We're having an HGRAF party in here, baby. Hope you brought your party hat and your kazoo. Everyone blow your kazoos. He's a mensch. Yeah, we're having a good time in here. Come one, come all. Meet the man who found HGRAF. Viva la HGRAF! Oh, we're having connection issues. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why is it showing like bad? Yeah, I got a bad connection here in the moment. If I lose you, I didn't do it. They're coming for me. Getting censored by all platforms. Pretty soon we're gonna have these daily trade and investment meetings in a freaking alley somewhere. Saw someone posted a clip of your stream yesterday on stock. No way, bro, for real? What? That just made my day. For real, for real? They can see me? It's still saying I got a trash connection. Oh, okay. Stream's back. All right. Wow. I want to find the clip on Stock Twits, bro. Where was it? Where was it? Baby, we done it. We made it to stock twits, baby. Well, I'm a superstar. That is what you are. Yep. S&P, NASDAQ, Dow, all climbing up, right? So we have SPY, QQQ, DIA, calls, all up. Hey, for you, Deli, yeah. For you, anything for you. I charge $10, though, for an autograph. Gold still climbing up. Silver still climbing up. There you go, baby. There you go. Like I said, were we wrong? We were early, right? We were early is not wrong. Zero DTE is pretty impressive. Yeah, no, of course. Of course, Lou. Come on. What the fuck? If it rejected and dropped to 68.20, then you'd say, wow, zero DTE is the freaking worst thing in the world. Nah, that's awesome, though. Good timing, brother. I'm glad it worked out. Got a nice 10, 12-point run right there. Like I said, in my opinion, bro, secure them where you can. And remember, you could always reposition, right? If your account lets you buy zero DTEs, you can sell here, reposition into one here. You can buy a call tomorrow up here, right? And if we keep climbing for the next 20, 30 minutes, everything's working out. You know what I'm saying? And you have profits. I will sign you silver, no problem. Yeah, no, it's drastic. It's drastic. That's why, again, you know, you can ask Deli, man. You know, sometimes we say SPY calls, SPY puts. He'll jump into these, zero DTE. Sometimes you make 150%. Sometimes it's gone. So it's rough. It's rough. But again, it essentially has to be money that you're comfortable losing if it completely goes sour and you made a bad call, you know? So that's how you got to look at it. And if you're able to have that mentality with the X amount of dollars, that's what'll help keep the emotion out of it. And you'll be able to think more level-headedly, if you will, while you're watching it. Post was yesterday, 8:10 by Thatcher123. Oh man, you got to send me a screenshot or a link or something, bro. That's crazy, man. Appreciate the update though. That's awesome. That made my day, I'm telling you. I was literally feeling like shit all day. That just made my day. Worse is it'll drop by 20% as soon as you buy it. Yeah, no, it's rough. It's rough. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, as it was climbing up right there in here, if you bought a zero DTE call and then that candle just hit, like, you're already down like 7 to 10% instantaneously, right? And you're already sitting there beating yourself up like, you son of a bitch, I knew it, I could have put in a few dollars less and got filled, blah, 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 right? All of a sudden you start doing this whole freaking thing. That's why I say, if you, you know, I love that you guys are active, a lot of you are running trades, but again, that's why I say, work smarter with it. Yeah, I can't say my R's today. Work smarter with it. And of course, shout out to the Coke gang. Let's get some dubs and shades in the chat here. What do you guys know about Coke? A cola consolidated, COKE. Hitting new highs today, 185.99. Stock is now up almost 100% since the split. Now, supposedly, The whole freaking community was like, oh, I can't wait for this to split. You nailed this call. It was too expensive. Once it splits, I'm buying it. Right? I had a lot of people say that to me in the Discord, in the YouTube comments. So it should be like fucking Fantasia in here. But instead, it's like a morgue, you know? Morte. Terrible. Deli says, no Coke here, only Pepsi. I don't know how you drink that shit, man. Got a bunch of KO in the... Oh, yeah, the Schwab, yeah. Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's why, of course, ETFs like that are pretty good, too, of course. That's the Schwab dividend ETF he's talking about. Because, of course, as you look at these stocks over time, you would say to yourself, oh, man, in a perfect world, right? I'd have, 1,000 shares of Coke. I'd have 1,000 shares of Visa, 1,000 shares of Walmart. No, just buy a dividend ETF. Because that's what's in it. But yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad a lot of you have a lot of these like blue chip dividend payers as long-term positions. A lot of you tell me in your IRAs and your pensions and stuff, you're holding, like you said, like the Schwab ETFs and stuff. I'm just glad. I'm glad you guys are positioning yourselves well. Because as we know, almost inevitably, most of these are going to continue to grow and compound and do what they've been doing, right? So that's why if you look at any stock, if you look at any ETF, for the most part, you see how much it grows and how much it compounds over the months, over the years. And people will always look back, right? 3-5 years from now. And they'll say, oh man, if I just bought something like that and just reinvested the dividends, I'd be fine. Right. So if we all know that's what we should be doing, then at minimum you should take a chunk of your money and do it that way, right? I mean, at minimum. I found the post. It's in Chit Chat. Hey, my man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's go back to HGRAF. I'm having a HGRAF party in here. Look at this. 423 Canadian. Up 6%. And again, what did I say? I said, this is why I said again, look, it delayed it by literally a couple of days, right? But this right here, Tuesday was the apex of this ascending triangle, right? And we had the potential bullish setup. We had the ascending triangle lining up perfectly. We had the premature break, which again, we've been seeing more frequently, if you notice. And you know, I'm not just talking about a HGRAF, or I'm talking in general, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we right now pull up Coca-Cola, for example, and we see like a wedge over the last week, I can almost guarantee we will see a premature break on the wedge, right? Which doesn't make sense. And then it'll go back into the pattern, and then the pattern will work out. We're seeing this time and time again. Because they know that there's a million freaking people out there now all crunching the technicals, right? Because quote unquote, it's all about the algorithm. It's all about the technicals. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. This is why I keep saying, even when I'm wrong, you notice I usually turn out to be right. And that's why, again, I know it's very hard to time sometimes with the option plays. But in general, like I may be early, but I'm not wrong. But anyway, HGRAF going to new highs, in my opinion. Again, as we see, we chunked right back above, essentially right when I made the video. All of a sudden, the stock started raging, which is pretty cool. I didn't know I had that kind of influence, but stock jumped up from 366 to 4.25, essentially, just over the last couple of days. And you can see how we broke clean up above that level and just completely hit that next fib. right? And look, if we close here at the fib, that's technically still bullish, even though it stopped right there at the fib, in my opinion, because you can see this last candle here. Excuse me. You can see this last candle here. What is this showing me here? 420. 420, right at the open. Right? It went up. It hit almost 4.5. But it opened there the next day at that high at 420. Went up and then settled down. Right? But we just broke clean above those levels and are continuing to climb. So in my opinion, I'm telling you, I'm very confident it's going up here. And again, if this happens, what are we looking at? Wednesday next week? Yeah, so if this happens like over the next week or so, we're looking at roughly $6 Canadian. Which again is going to be a new high, which is 33% above previous high. Which is pretty wild when you think about it. And I think I have the line on HGRAF also. Yeah. Yeah, so as you see, this is technically on its way to 4+ American. And right now it's at 3. Right? So inside of the next week or so, in my opinion, this stock can easily go from 3 to 4. Or 4.5 to 6 Canadian. Look at that. Look at that. Straight up to the $1 level, as I initially spoke about. We spoke about the tightening here in the triangle, the breakup, and then it's just been up and up and up. Railroad tracks, just stepping, just stepping. Oh, beautiful. Do I wish everyone owned it? Of course. Am I glad a bunch of you own it, though? Yeah, I am. I am. And even people that you don't hear from, you know, were popping in the stream. So it's awesome. It is awesome. Baby, we done it. S&P still looking strong. Came down here, retested the fib. Look at that. 5, 5. Can't even see. 6. See? Good thing I zoomed in. 6 green candles in a row. Look at the way it held that moving average and then bounced up and had that big green candle right there. So S&P definitely looks like it reversed the trend here, in my opinion. And if we just, what is this, 68.7? Yeah, it's close enough. We do something like this. We could see, take that off. We could see that we should technically have a clean run for the next 4, maybe 5 points. Right? You could see it's topping out here and potentially tightening, forming that triangle to pop up again. Now, if you see this pop up, technically, you should secure profits here, in my opinion. And then, as we say, work smarter, right? Lock in your profit, and then if you want, you could reposition again. Baby, we done it. Check my account, see if I'm rich. We're getting there. One day at a time. do, 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 do. One day at a time. Freaking Fubo going out of business. Yep. What I said. That's why I drew out that line. What I said. 120? Yep, 110. Oh, baby. People are jumping ship, man. That's what I mean. You say the words reverse stock split. However, again, there were a lot of posts. A lot of people were talking about Fubo, basically saying that it was necessary because with the addition of the shares now from the merger, I guess, it was like over 1 billion shares out in the float or total outstanding. And again, the stock was only trading down here at like $2-3. So they were actually the only ones who fit that criteria of having that low of a stock price and that many shares outstanding. Again, Fubo on its own, I think, was fine, right? They did that last split, and then they were holding their own and growing nicely. Now, with the addition of the shares, there's just too much. So, as an investment, it may still work out, right? But obviously, they're going to readjust the price and readjust your share number. So, again, it's really up to you guys. You know, I'm not too big on these apps and stuff. I think I actually have Hulu, but I don't use it. I don't watch it or anything. Hey, there he is. What's up, brother? I'm doing well. How you doing? Having a HGRAF party in here, baby. Look at that. Look at that. We made it onto StockTwits. I'm a contender now. G, baby. Yeah, oil, man. Oh, man. Again, I was watching this shit last night, man. And this was the trend line I was watching. If I back up here. Look at that. Look at that. Right? And we were right there at the close. Which is why, again, I said, right? Little fish swimming against the big stream. I said puts. Right? Because with this Iran shit going on, everyone had calls. Right? Everyone had calls. That's why I said puts. You know? What was it? Maybe a little bit of a foolish, silly play? Yeah, fine. I'll take it. You know? I'll take the L. Put it on my stats. You know what I'm saying? Again, as we say, just like you heard in the movies, which I used to say on the phone all the time, I ask people to judge me on my losers, not by my winners, because I'm always winning. Judge me by my losers because I have so few. But if this rejected, the puts would have exploded in value. So I went for it. You got to be in it to win it. Whatever saying you want to use. Risk it to get the biscuit. And when you get on StockTwits, you are somebody. You made it. You made it. Look at this beautiful like cup and handle that's forming here. Just waiting for the stock to explode up. People are selling courses trying to get you, oh yeah, come in here with 20 grand and, you know, oh look, yeah, flip these options, make 8%, make 14%. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm in here changing lives. Do you understand the difference? And I'm doing it without selling you a course, without telling you to read my book, without, like, I don't give a crap about really any of these finance people in the space, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to, like, email CNBC or some shit and be like, I'm so good at my job, let me come on and talk about stocks. Like, fuck all of them. Fuck all of them. We're in here changing the game. And believe it or not, I know no one's going to believe me, but believe it or not, it actually breaks my heart because I remember back when I was a broker, this roaring kitty, man, breaks my heart. Because I remember looking at GameStop and I remember seeing at the time like 106% of the float was shorted. And I thought it was a glitch. And I remember I asked one of the analysts or somebody to like confirm it, but they never got back to me. And then obviously I just moved on. But it's all hindsight. But in that moment, if I completely dropped what I was doing, made a YouTube channel, and started telling the world about what I found, I mean, obviously, sky would have been the limit. But it's all good. It's all good. I like HGRAF better. I like HGRAF better. Because first of all, it moved more than GameStop already. That's first of all, right? GameStop was what, at like 20 bucks? And it went to, what, 450? Right? So what's that? 2,000? 2,200% we'll call it? We're up 3,000% on HGRAF, right? And it happened in a much shorter time. This happened just over the last couple of months, right? GameStop was like, as I said, I found it as I was a broker, and then what? That happened in like 2020. So that took like 5-6 years after I found it. You know what I'm saying? So that would have been a multi-year freaking play. HGRAF, I mean, this shit happened within what? 3 months, 4 months. It's up more. And the best part, here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. This is real. What I'm buying is real. There you go. You're already outperforming GameStop, and the company didn't even do anything yet, right? So, all due respect to him, I'm glad he played the social media game and let everyone know about it. But I think we're a little bit better than that. I think we're a little bit better. That's what I mean, right? These people get famous. Oh, because he was talking about GameStop. Now he's worth millions. He's got millions of followers. Everyone fucking follows everything he says. Because he got one stock right. Right? That's what I mean. Go back to 2011, 2012. I told the entire firm to buy Nvidia at $8.50. Right? I mean, we want to talk about our one big random winner. And just like someone mentioned to me, like a year ago or some shit, when you guys were talking about some other person on YouTube or something, and you were like, oh yeah, they got big because they nailed this one call or something like that. One call? They nailed one call? And now they have 700,000 followers, and you guys are making a money hand over fist from ads? And they're quote-unquote someone in the space because they made one call? I lost track of how many good one calls I've made. Literally. Yeah, like I said, if I want a bunch of shares for myself for the next one, all I gotta do is start charging people like everyone else. That's all I gotta do. As we just established, I'm much better than the well-known quote-unquote finance bros in the space. And there are people out here not doing what we're doing, and they're charging $200 a month. So I'm worth at least $300 to $500 a month. I don't know who'd be able to pay that, but that's what I'm worth, minimum. I have no idea. He stopped talking to us. I hope he's alright, though. I hope he's doing all right. Like I said, people want to screw them following you. My man. It's my boy right there. No, but you understand my point, though? He's got millions of followers because he called GameStop. Like, look how many stocks I called. Like, that's what I'm saying. And I was actually licensed. And I'm answering everyone's questions, making myself available. And I haven't charged for almost 5 years we're going on. Right? So that's what I'm saying. If they're worth millions of dollars and they're getting millions of followers, what am I worth? What am I worth? It has to be more than that. It has to be by default. And that's why, again, people ask, oh, how come you don't own a bunch of HGRAF? If I charged everyone $500 a month, that's where the money would go. Sold one for 60, kept one. All right, Lou. Good job, good job. No, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. But again, you know what it is? I'm sure not everyone could afford that. You know? So that's what's stopping me also. Because if I say, oh yeah, I'm worth 500, I'm charging 500 a month, you know, and then I get like 3 people who could do it. It's like, you know, listen, like I'm flattered and I appreciate it. But now also at the same time, you know, we got all these other people who might think now they're getting snubbed out just because they don't have that money to pay me. No, $10 a month is definitely not enough. Big Nick, what's up, baby? What's up, baby? There you go, bro. There's your technicals right there, right? That was that key trend line we were talking about. Again, look, this purple trend line. Look at that. All the way back there. December 2019. Connecting to the top. December 2021. That's this line. And you can see the last time we played with it and then finally got above it, that's where we had a big breakup. Right? And we've been playing with it and rejecting. Trying to get above, rejecting. Now we're back above and holding. So if we, you know, just hold this line, we could see the big pop up here to 3 and change, 3.5. Had a crazy week. I'm always doing well, baby. You know why? Because when you're the guy who found HGRAF, when you're the guy who is running circles and laps around literally every other finance bro, influencer, freaking bullshit, fucking course charger, when you are literally outperforming the entire world around you, yeah, you're feeling pretty well. So yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. People, millions of people once again followed Roaring Kitty on GameStop, running 2,000%. Meanwhile, I brought you HGRAF that ran over 3,000% in what? 6 months. Gonna hit new highs in the next 6 days, probably. Consistently, in my opinion. And it's real. And it's real. That's the difference. So that's why sometimes I go on my little rants here. Because I look at the YouTube channel, oh, 7,000 subs. Yeah, listen, that's awesome. I appreciate it. We should be at 70,000. Once HGRAF started exploding and people saw I was like the only fucking guy on YouTube talking about it, that should have took us to the next plateau. We should have went from 70,000 to 700,000 subscribers. No, yeah, appreciate you, brother. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Like I said, you guys in here, you guys who've been hanging out for the last couple of months, the last couple of years. Again, shout out to Deli. Deli was here. I don't even know. But Deli's a real one, man. And that's what I mean. You guys that have been here, like, you've seen all of these great calls. And to this day, we're still making great calls. And we're still freaking... again, not even something like HGRAF. Again, something like Coke. That right? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. That is a company I guarantee all of these people charging 100, 300 a month. I guarantee they don't even know it exists. They never looked at it. They don't own it. They wouldn't recommend it. You know what I'm saying? And those are the people who have the audacity to charge, oh yeah, $199 a month to talk to me and get my newsletter every week. Like, what? What? That's why I'm saying again, like, the only people who would tell me I'm not worth big money every month would be the people who can't afford to pay it. You understand? You bring a multimillionaire in here, you show him my track record, what I do, what I can bring to the table, I guarantee you 4 figures minimum. That's what I mean. Somebody like that there would be no problem. Yes, I will pay you thousands a month. Yes. Yes. Tell me what to buy, do this for me. Yes. Yes, you're worth it. Big Joe, Joey Bag of Donuts. There he is. Hanging loose. First Discord post from December 23. There you go. That's what I mean, bro. Man's been here for years. Howdy, love the vids. Coke win got me to subscribe. That's how you know. That's how you know. That's how you know Deli's one of the good ones. This is why I say, man, there's a method, there's a way to do this. And the reason why no one else does it this way that you see online is because they never did it. They never did it. It's a fact. I don't give a shit how many thousands you got handed during stimulus, and I don't give a shit how many fucking hundreds of thousands you made on a meme coin. I don't give a shit. These kids play the social media game, they go viral on one good call, and they're reaping all the rewards. This is how you know, again, not to go down the rabbit hole, but when people say, like, oh yeah, something happened in like 2011 and we shifted, timelines and we're in a different, world right now. Yeah, I could believe that. I could believe that. Because growing up, I grew up in America, and in America, it was the best of the best. The best man got the job. End of story. And correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm not the, I think I'm one of the best that are available on these platforms, at least. I was born in the wrong era, man. If I was born, 20, 30 years earlier, probably would have been a fucking multi-millionaire by the time I was like 25 or some shit. And that would have been back then, right? That would have been back then. So that would have been like 100 mil by the time I was 25. Lou, stop doing what you're doing, Lou. Yeah, everything just kind of flattened out here, huh? Oh, okay. Dollar spiking up, causing gold and silver to now drop, and causing our stocks to pull back as well. Look at that, see? See? This is why, right? I mean, literally, you see it right in front of your eyes. This is why I tell you to work smarter and secure profits where you can. You literally see it within moments. Boom, everything's gone. One spike at $1 and it's gone. And it's gone. I do still think oil pulls back. I really do. I really, really do. I did. Ah, man, I really didn't expect it. I really didn't expect it, man. But it was right at fucking resistance, man. And I love the timing of this Iran bullshit with the technicals lining up. I mean, it's just laughable. All done by design, Derek. All done by design. Dublin. For what? I don't even know what you're holding. You still in calls here? Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Nah, that's, oh, man. Nah, that might drop another 10 points right here. If we come down here, line up our trend line, you'd be like there. I mean, hey, listen, if they're going to climb the dollar now, I mean, you could just buy puts if you want. The problem, though, is now they're going to start selling off gold and silver. So that sucks. Nothing but a G thing, babe. Ed Mirren says less accommodative policy. Bro, I'm done with these people, bro. They're just out here playing games, man. They really are just out here playing games. It's fucking pointless. Pointless. Bro, just buy puts, bro. Just buy puts. In my opinion, SPY puts here, probably get a 10-point drop. In my opinion, yeah, it's melting here too, man. Came up to like 40. It's been cloudy and raining for like the last 2 days. Slowly getting it all out of here. No, yeah. Be smart with it. Be smart with it. Like I said, big drop. Looks like they're going to tight channel here, maybe into a little triangle for a minute or two, and then I think they break it down to 68.30. So if you want to try to make it back, you could scalp maybe some puts in a minute or two. It's whatever, though. I mean, you could do earnings too later, right? We got some earnings probably. Don't worry, Trump and the minions are going to pump it up. Yeah, I mean, see what I mean? People say something like that, and I have to, I mean, fair is fair. Fair, I'm very analytical, fair is fair. So I have to say, everyone was saying to Joe Biden that the country's literally falling apart. And he spoke about the market hitting new highs as well. And he didn't even deserve it. He didn't deserve it. So if we're literally talking about the economy, policy, if we're really looking at it from a quote-unquote real value perspective, then you have to concede at least Trump deserves a pump. Try a quick put, got to duck out. Yeah, all right, man, all good, all good. Yeah, no, I mean, hey, if you got to leave in 20, 30 minutes, yeah, you know what I mean? Don't even stress it. Don't even put it out in the universe for yourself, you know? We'll take it slow. You know, could hop back in tomorrow, could play something going into the next week or two. Hey, Lace. Happy to have you. Happy to have you. Welcome. Well, I'm telling, looks like a cup and handle to me. Again, you know, I'm not perfect, but I know a thing or two about a thing or two, okay? And it looks like a little cup and handle to me. Oh, I appreciate that. Pennies out of errors and mint. Ah, smart. Very smart. Yeah, and I remember too, and I know when was this? This was maybe like 5 years ago. No, maybe longer than that. But I remember watching a video of a guy talking about holding on to your nickels. And this was years ago. And the guy was basically saying what they're saying now. Oh, of course, more than 5 cents to make a nickel, and it's just not worth it, so we're gonna, like, get rid of the frickin' change. Well, hang on to your nickels, boys and girls. Spare some change. Listen, Nick, you can't handle this cup, all right? Yeah, that was a good one, right? Hold on to your nickels. Hey, Lacey, did you see someone posted my video on Stack Twits? Did you see? I'm famous. I'm a superstar. Gonna have paparazzi soon. It's gonna be intense. That means I'm gonna need security. Actually, what the hell am I talking about? My own security. I'm gonna need one of those, like pimp, all black SUVs, though. You know what I mean? People aren't gonna know. Like, wait, is this a stock guy or a CIA operative? Who is this coming down the block right now? Error's selling for $500,000. Oof. That's a nice payday. Hey, that's why I love you. That's why I love you. Big D pimping. Now I gotta get a cane. I gotta get a hat. So much time, so little to do. Strike that. Reverse it. That's it. Canes by the numbers. Get a load of this cane. Ha ha ha. Wonka. Good ear, my friend. I make so many references that people just don't even acknowledge. And I sit here like, am I crazy? Yeah, it's all about you, isn't it, Lacey? It's all about you. Yeah, no, I should get a cane, though, honestly. I'm getting old. Also makes you look more distinguished. So, wow, look at this guy walking with a cane over here. Why do I have so many notifications? Bro, that comment's still getting likes. I'm up to almost 1,200 likes on that random comment, but whatever. My man. That's why I love you, Nick. Yeah, I was just joking. But yeah, baby. The word is spreading. We made it to stock twits. See, now that's unfortunate because I'm gonna have to charge everyone for every little thing I do now. You want me to come on stream? You gotta give me $10. Oh, you got a question? $1.99. Questions $1.99. Yeah, good stuff, Nick. Good stuff. Yeah, man, and that's what happens, right? You buy a call, it doesn't work. And you buy a put, that doesn't work either. They do look like they're stepping it down though. Again, that spike with the dollar just destroyed the comeback. The reversal was coming again. We were coming at least up to here, minimum. And it was, look at that, it was like 4 points away, and then the dollar spiked. Yeah, I don't use stock twits. Yeah, it's not worth it. We know how they move and stuff, so that's why. If you can't watch them like a hawk, sometimes it's just not worth it. Tension is killing me. I hope it'll last. It's impossible, lady. It's absurd. Because that pipe doesn't go to the marshmallow room, it goes to the fudge room. Gene Wilder, hands down, was the perfect person for that role. And I don't give a shit how many times they want to remake it, fucking Johnny Depp, fucking Brad Pitt. I don't care who they bring in. They're not Willy Wonka, okay? And we all know that. The best Willy Wonka was made already. They missed it. Young kids are not aware of it. That's it. We have to move on. Fucking Johnny Depp as Willy Wonka? Really? Really? Come on. And then what? I think they made like what? Like another two more or something. I can't even watch them. I can't even watch them. Oh man, we're getting buffering issues. See, that's what I mean, right? You always come in here with random input. Now you really just put Wonka in that category. Ah, we can't take you seriously. We now can no longer take anything you say seriously. Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. You are something else. You know that? You are something else. Yeah, I know who you are. I see right through you. Hey, all right, nice. Good luck, good luck. Have a good night. Talk to you tomorrow. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Oh, what a blah day. I need some sunshine, man. Can you handle the cup? Note to self. Don't buy options in my own account, as I always lose. Just about ready for the power hour. I'm gonna go stretch my legs for a sec. I'll be right back. Buy. Oop. Don't call it a comeback. Told you they were buying. They're buying, man. I'm telling you. You heard what that one guy said. The market's his crown jewel. We gotta trump the pump. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Ubo's doing a reverse stock split. Just wait for the split. Alright, Deli. Have a good night, man. Talk to you tomorrow. Peace, peace. We're technically right there. I get knocked down, but I get up again. HGRAF party. And it's a beautiful morning. Give me a huge rejection here. Come on. Gold and silver going back up. Dollar inching down. Yeah, possibly, yeah, yeah. They usually, yeah, it usually does go green on Friday. I'd love to see this breakout on HGRAF today before the market closes. That'd be beautiful. Ugh. I mentioned SPY and QQQ calls in the Discord. I'd jump in here, in my opinion, for a quick scalp going into the close. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling. And they're playing with it, but it's gotta go up, man. It's gotta go up. Again, as we see, this is going back to the high there, March of 24, to that next top, June 24. Cuts down, touches there, February 25. That's this purple line cutting across. So if it can get above roughly about 34, it really should take off and go to 50. Once again, over 12.5 billion last quarter. Market cap, 18 billion. I mean, no, it's not technically a flag because it didn't chunk up and then consolidate, right? It opened up, and it's just kind of been sideways. Yeah, we have to see how it looks going into the close. Do our high, we do our low, right? So we popped up at open, but we're basically, it's kind of like a symmetrical triangle almost. But again, if we come back up here, if we like top out and top out, then you can make the argument that it's an ascending triangle almost, which is bullish. And the dollar starts to spike. Yeah, my connection today is terrible. Keeps popping up. There she blows. Late day rally. Here we go. All over the place. Yep. HGRAF highs of the day, 431 Canadian. Got to pump it up. Oh, HGRAF. You go pop, 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 pop. Well, silver and gold ticking up a little bit. Oil's still up, huh? Yeah, son of a bitch. S&P just stagnant. What a dismal day. Feel like shit. Market looks like shit. Except for HGRAF. And of course, gaining traction in the outer rings of social media here. StockTwits post. Gonna make it big one day. Ah, okay. Okay. Again, I mean, they're full of surprises, but as I said, I mean, again, my opinion, I really don't think there's much they can do, or even if they really should do anything. But that's just me. Oh, HGRAF, when you came and you gave without taking, and then I sent you away. I'm telling you, man, down here in the low 30s, some bitches on sale. Killian, you know what time that's gonna happen? Uh, Dismal. Yeah, both of those answers are dismal. Damn it, RD. Man, just throwing out numbers. 18. What? It's alright. I give you an A for effort. Don't worry about it. Oh, HGRAF. Highs of the day. 432 Canadian. Up 8%. That's crazy. I do a video, the freaking thing runs $1. That's crazy, man. There are people lurking in the shadows, for all we know, moving freaking 9 figures every time I make a video. Imagine getting that commission. AG, highs of the day, up 8.5%. Bro, they said they're about to reinvent the company, bro. You watch. Let them watch. Let them watch. If you were a member, you'd know that already. Nobody wants to become a member. Nobody wants to join a membership. What's the matter? You don't want to be a member? Ah, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Whoop. Whoop. We're getting oops across the board here. We got members, we got candles, we got new daily highs, HGRAF. Whoop. You go watch that last video, brother. I actually love that I keep that join crap at $3 because if anyone says anything, I immediately think of the guy from Wolf of Wall Street when he walks into the penny stock place and you hear the guy screaming at the other guy on the phone. 100 shares! That's $3, you cheap fuck! That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Should be 300. Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody. Oh, good days, man. Good times. HGRAF to the rescue. All right, you guys watch the greatest stock ever found by yours truly continue to hit new highs. And I'm going to grab more coffee. I'll be right back. What did I tell you, huh? What did I tell you? Big Ian, what did I tell you? I'm sorry if that's hurting your ears, but you know, when you find a stock at like 9 cents and it runs up over 3,000%, completely dwarfing what every other finance bro out there has done, you get a little excited. You start banging shit, start screaming randomly. Might start singing, might start dancing. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen next. HGRAF now up to four, well, up. It was up at 439, up 10%. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. Iceman. Why do I keep seeing these videos of apparently everyone cheating in curling? The hell are these people doing out there? Open door. What time is it? Oh man, we got less than 20 minutes. Alright, lightning round. 100 companies reporting. What? What? Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yep, there goes the keyboard, right on schedule. Open. Oofa. 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 What kind of dog shit is this? I don't know, man. My opinion, I'd buy puts on that. Bro, it's, in my opinion, it's going to continue to new highs. It's going uncharted waters, bro. You want to call it the fucking sky, the ocean, whatever you want to label it as. It's going. What else we got? Alright. So I'm actually going to say puts on open. Newmont should be calls. Oh, excuse me. Rig should be calls. What is this fix? Is this mattresses? Holy shit. Ah, HVAC, okay. I see. I see now. Well, it went on quite a run. Jesus. I mean, revenue's climbing nicely, but it's not climbing like that. All right, Akamai. Oh, Sprouts. Yep. Yeah, I'd probably say Coles on Sprouts. Time, I got 13 minutes. Uh, Maybe puts on Texas Roadhouse. Calls on CC, calls on Con Edison, in my opinion. Legal Zoom, huh? Legal Zoom. So many companies. Yes. 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 Look at all the companies. Yeah. Alright, that's enough names. Tomorrow morning, anybody? Probably by puts on Western Union, in my opinion. Jimmy Crack Corn, I don't care. Jimmy Crack Corn, I don't care. Yeah. I'm looking at earnings. Look, I'm missing all the fun. Up, up. What did I tell you? And the spy calls going into the close as expected. Finally working out. I'm telling you, baby. We are good at what we do. Spy calls. I got you, baby.
That was easy. That was easy. That was easy.
Hell yeah, it was. And why was it? Because we know what we know. All day, every day, it's the same thing. Oh yeah, hold on, let me see. Let me see. Hold on, we got HGRAF climbing to the moon. Let me see something. Oh, no, not yet. Not yet. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, baby. One day at a time. That's how I like it. Oh, HGRAF. Just too damn good, man. God, I love this shit. Obama's in trouble after Trump revealed Obama shared classified information when saying aliens are real. Reporter, Obama said aliens are real. He gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. That's great. Yeah, HGRAF. Yeah, HGRAF. Couple of cents closer to the high as opposed to HG. Up. As opposed to HG. Oh, yeah. SMCI. Oh, baby. SMCI with a little pop there. Highs of the... Was that high? Yeah. Highs of the day, 32.10. SMCI technically just popped up above that tight little channel that we had going on. And we're looking for... Up! SMCI. The volume's coming in. Up 8 1/3% now. 30 up. 32.20. Highs of the day. Oh, silver and gold. What'd we say, Killian? Back to 5,000, right? No problem. Psych level. And look at silver now, on its way up to 2%. And what happens? They're climbing it into the close when no one's paying attention. But we know what we know. And when you give us a dip in silver and gold, especially silver back into the 70s, and apparently now gold sub 5K, guess what? We're going to take it. We're going to take it. And it's only a matter of time. It could take an hour. It could take a day. Doesn't matter. Only a matter of time. Dubs in the chat. Shades in the chat. Easy button.
That was easy. That was easy. was easy.
It's like a gift, really. SMCI getting some volume, a little boost there in the last couple of minutes. HGRAF pulled back a few cents, still up 9.5% on the day. 10 cents Canadian, 10 cents away from a new high. That's basically 2-3 cents American away from a new high. Just as expected. Right? We back up again. Spoke about the potential ascending triangle. Had the premature break. Instant V recovery, essentially back to apex, and then all of a sudden we blast right through it. This is what I mean. This is why I say, man, I know what I know. The only bad thing is now oil is rising and approaching 67 a barrel, which isn't really going to help any of us. At the pump and in the account, because of course I said USO puts. But that is besides the point. Yep. Another day, another dollar. And I don't know if anyone's taken any earnings plays, but you got 2 minutes. If you want to be my lover, gotta get with my friend. Oh, oil. Why you do this? Why you do this to me? Oh, S&P above resistance trend line in the last few moments. I'm telling you, they are sneaky bastards, man. I keep telling you guys that. You know, and you guys, I don't know, some of you are naive, you know, and you're sitting here like, well, me, Kevin, said to watch the moving average. You know, it's like, you gotta snap out of it. Look at the huge gap up, look at that. Oh, the sneaky bastards. We know what we know. 68.60 on the S&P. Oh, they want even more. They want even more. Animals. Told you they were out there buying. I'll tell you. Hell yeah. That was a power hour right there. That's how you bring in the noise, bring in the funk. Oh yeah. A lot of power. A lot of power. S&P playing no games. Silver and gold climb back up. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's why I say, man, during market hours and crap, they might be effing with, you know, the silver prices and shit. But I'm telling you, man, I know what I know. Fucking oil, man. Shit. God, that's So dismal. All right, who's reporting? So you're watching Open? Texas Roadhouse. Akamai again. I probably would have did Akamai calls. Maybe we got Sprouts also. SFM. Curious to see Con Ed. Even though markets were red, I think we had a pretty decent day in here. Obviously, had a HGRAF party, so doesn't matter what else is going on. Oh. Akamai beats on EPS. Forecast annual revenue above estimates on cloud infrastructure momentum. Company expects 2026 revenue between 4.4 and 4.55 billion. Analysts looking for 4.42. Seeing some increase in costs for memory in the marketplace. Uh-huh. $1.1 billion for the quarter. Estimates 1.08. Akamai down about 8.5% right now. Starting to see a little bit of a comeback. Texas Roadhouse. Revenue 148, and they were looking for 15. They cleared 84.6 million. Stock currently down about 1% right now after hours. Slight miss on revenue for Texas Roadhouse. Dropbox. Revenue beats estimates, 636 million versus 629 million estimates. 18.1 million users. They cleared about 108 million. Dropbox currently down 1%. All right, now it's up 1%. Open. Revenue 736 million. Analysts expecting 594. It cost 1.1 billion to bring in 736 million. Revenue technically down year over year. And this is technically the least amount of annual revenue they've done since 2020. But Open Door, currently up about half a point, 11%. Nope, still climbing up to 5.25. Up over 12.5% right now. Open Door after hours. People love it. People don't even look at fundamentals anymore. If a stock is like $2, $3, $6, people just buy. Whoa. Wow, it's all over the place. 2025 saw 14% sales growth and record EPS. 2026 guidance signaling slower gains. They beat on EPS. Next quarter, they're looking for $1.66 to $1.70 a share. Revenue in line. All right, Lou, have a good night. All right, well, I'm pretty beat myself, so I'm gonna go rest up. But decent day, obviously. HGRAF, hell of a freaking day. Got up to 441 Canadian, 10% day, going to those new highs as expected. HGRAF technically 321 new highs. So, good day all around. Hope everyone's doing all right. And tomorrow's Friday, so we're gonna wrap up the week. Hopefully, markets bounce back a little bit. Maybe we'll have another HGRAF party, and we'll take it from there. But appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate the support. Appreciate your time. Have a good evening.